This lesson is on domain and range, and how do you represent the domain and range of a graph? The domain, simply put, is the input, the independent variables, often considered the x on the Cartesian plane. The range is its output, a dependent variable, y on the Cartesian plane, and in function notation, f of x. Finite means that something is countable, where infinite means it is uncountable. So we normally don't really use infinity as an operation in math. Now if I look at a graph that goes from 2 to 4 on the x-axis and from 3 to 5 on the y-axis, now this object might be a circle within the graph. Because I built the graph, I know where those points are. But if I didn't, I would trace those lines down to the x and y axis. This will help me identify them. And its domain is x's such that that little line that looks like a single absolute value bar is how we would say such that. Now I write down the extreme values of 2 and 4 with the x in the middle. Remembering compound inequalities, since it is at 2 and 4, they get equals signs, and the arrows are always going to point left. Now y goes somewhere between 3 and 5. But since I can see that it does occupy those spots, they will get the equal sign. 3 is less than or equal to y, less than or equal to 5. What if I had a graph that looked like a large letter V? Then its domain is going to be something with x. I see that it goes all the way infinitely to the left and infinitely to the right. It'll just keep going forever. So it is all the real numbers. If you can think of it, that graph exists there. The range, or the y values, by looking at the graph, I see that they stop at the x-axis and only point up. The x-axis is where y is equal to 0. So it's when y is greater than or equal to 0 because it goes up. If this video has been helpful, please like or share. And if you have any questions or comments, they go below.